Good morning, everybody. As usual, before we start our class, Dharma class, everybody check your intention attending the Dharma class in TBC. Or you check your motivation, intention. After you checking your intention or motivation attending the class, then if you have a kind of intention to attend the class to have a little bit, the worldly concerns, you must stop the thoughts. You must think, this morning, now I'm going to attend the Dharma class in TPC to learn how to practice the path to enlightenment, path to Buddhahood. This sentence, right? Path to Buddhahood. When you think about the path, you feel lots of encouragement. Being a human being, particularly having the opportunity to learn the Dharma, how to walk on the path to Buddhahood. That means you, in the future, we going to go to total different stage or different environment. If we correctly follow the path, the Dharma path, correctly follow the Dharma path, 100% sure we're going to reach to the environment or Buddhahood or Buddha land where there's no any kinds of suffering, not any kinds of problems, always living in the bliss state. Within the path, there are so many paths, so many practices. All the paths must include into 5 paths, right? First path is the path of accumulations, soklam. The second path is preparation, jolam. The third path is the seeing path. The fourth is the meditative or meditation path. The fifth is the no more learning path. So through study of the Bodhi, the guide to Bodhisattva Way of Life, so we going to reach to the first path. So when you really have the bodhicitta, then you already reach to the first path. You already, start to traveling to the Buddhahood. So when you think this way, you got a lot of, encouragement for practicing Dharma. So in order to reach to the first path, the Mahayana first path, so we need to learn, we need to study, we have to be very serious about bodhicitta. Bodhicitta, there are 2 words. Bodhi is the Buddhahood, citta or chit is a mind. Bodhi mind means you must have a mind to wish to achieve the complete Buddhahood, bodhicitta. Therefore, first chapter is the beneficial of practicing bodhicitta, right? So first, everybody try to remember what kinds of benefit I can have if I practice, if I generate bodhicitta within my mind. Having the bodhicitta mind, then we take refuge to the Dilbaljem, which is the Buddha is the complete enlightened state, fully enlightened beings take refuge. Then the Dharma is the actual path, particularly the seeing, meditation, normal learning path are the Dharma. Take refuge to the Dharma. And the Sangha can be two types. One, the person, whether male or female, full ordained or an ordinary lay person who already on the path to enlightenment, who already realize emptiness, reach to the third, fourth path, we take refuge. The second type is fully ordained monks or nuns. Also, we can consider as a sangha. So when we take refuge to the Buddha, you must have two thoughts. First, all the Buddha who already become a Buddha. Second, at the same time, you must remember your own, Buddhahood when you become a Buddha, the resultant Buddha. Dharma, also the path, the seeing path, meditation path, normal learning path, already possessed by Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. At the same time, you must reflect your own path. When you say Sangha, also true, the Sangha already exists, in the samsara. Not only that, your own, your own Sangha, in future also you're going to be Sangha. Sangha doesn't mean you have to be fully ordained person. When you realize emptiness through direct perception, you become Sangha. When you grow bodhicitta in your mind, you become a bodhisattva. So take refuge to the Dilbaljem from your heart. So I think page number 4. I go for refuge until enlightened through the Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha. By manipulations of practice of giving and so forth, may I become Buddha to benefit all sentient beings. Without reciting the verses, first you take refuge to the Dilbaljem until we become a Buddha. Second, please cultivate bodhicitta based on remembering the beneficial of bodhicitta. Okay, so in our daily life, early morning, every day when you wake up early morning every day, first, please try to, first you take refuge to the Dilbaljem. Even though you are in your bedroom, you no need the Buddha statue, Thanga around you. Just you remember all the Buddhas in 10 directions, all the Sanghas in 10 directions, all the actual Dharma in the Buddha's and Bodhisattvas' heart. Remember the Tibetan, simply take refuge. Then you yourself wish to be Buddha, you yourself wish to be Sangha, you yourself wish to achieve or realize the Dharma. After taking refuge, then you generate bodhicitta. How we start generating bodhicitta? First, you think only taking refuge is not enough for me to becoming Buddha. I must follow the path. I must go through the paths. The first path as a Mahayana is a Mahayana accumulation path. So among the paths, the most important, like a heart, according to Mahayana practice, is bodhicitta. Then you chant the verses, or without chanting the verses, we just generate bodhicitta, followed by the Agata Bodhisattva Way of Life. After you have generated bodhicitta, then the bodhicitta, the mind to Buddhahood, the bodhicitta you always keep in your thoughts, then you can engage into your daily activities. Early morning when we get up, first what we do, we go toilet, wash your face, brush your teeth. Even though, going in toilet, also the activity you can transform into practicing Dharma. The waste, going through your body in the toilet bowl, going into the separate tanks. In the separate tanks, on the way, there are so many kind of germs, insects who are looking at food. You must think, I'm giving food for those, like germ or insect, bacteria in the toilet bowl or in the separate tanks. When you, like brush your teeth, also you think, I'm brushing my teeth to have a fresh kind of teeth. My mouth will be very fresh. And when I chant, when I recite the mantra, there won't be any kind of, smelly. So all our daily activities, actually, we can transform to practice Dharma. Then, after generated bodhicitta, you need to make one commitment. In order to continuously practice bodhicitta, I need to accumulate, very powerful merit. The merit must be very powerful. Generally, yes, you can have so many different ways for accumulating merit. You can accumulate merit, in a different ways. If you remember bodhicitta every moment, at the same time you are accumulating lots of merit. At the same time also you are purifying negative karma. At the same time you must think, I'm not going to engage into any negative activities, any negative actions, physically, verbally, particularly mentally. Accumulating negative karma by mind is very easy, very simple. When you have a negative thought, when you think about something which is negative, you already accumulated the negative karma through your minds. Then remember beneficial bodhicitta. The second right now we are studying about the disclosure of evil. Right? So we start the actual class. I ask you to complete the second chapter. I really hope to attend the class last Saturday. We have gone through the second chapter. So here I said, in the past, when we do chanting, prayers, simple like it's prayers, Galden Lagya, like 100 deities, sadhana, actually is going to go through the 7 limb practice. In all our practices also include into 7 limb practices. The second chapter is one of the limb, which is the confession. Then offering, confession, offering, prostration, and confessions. Right? So when you open the second chapter, is the mainly purification, at the same time making offering and the prostration. When we do the medicine Buddha prayers, also mainly 7 limb practice. When we go through the Thara prayers, also 7 limb practice. So the stanza number, last time remember where we stop. Stanza number, remember? 32, then somebody says 74, somebody says 45. Yeah. 32. Right? Yes. We talk about 31, 32. Okay, we read the 32. But I may well perish before all my transgressions have been purified. So please protect me in such a way as will swiftly and surely free me from them. Now you can imagine, you are first, yes, you fully understood the karma, the negative karma is very powerful. It has such a kind of energy to bring lots of suffering in my life. So generally you wish to purify all the negative karmas, but now you are very close to die. Yeah, let's say you are in a hospital or you are in a house, you are somewhere, I'm going to die. So we thought, but may I well perish before all my transgression have been purified. Right? So you see, it's kind of very urgent. So you are leaving very soon. You haven't purified all your negative karma. Then what happened? So while you are dying, particularly when you reach when you are in the very critical condition, yes, physically you are very ill, you are taking a lot of medicines. At the same time, due to the negative karma, remember I have already class about the intermediate state. Due to the negative karma, you can have all kinds of manifestation, all kinds of appearance can appear to you. the more you have a negative karma, the more kind of scary or the pertinent object thing can be appear. Then you feel so scared. So please protect me in such a way as will swiftly and surely free me from them. At that moment, you have only one hope. I wish somebody can protect me. You only one wish. If you are, good practitioner. If you are not good practitioner, if you don't really learn Dharma in the proper way, then that moment we just feel upset, scared. You're looking around, your friends and family around you. At the same time, you're going through difficult kind of paths. If you are a good practitioner, at that moment, all the scary objects appear to you, you're going to realize these are the manifestation of my own negative karma. Right? Remember your negative karma, immediately you apply the antidotes. Particularly, you can realize all the scary, the objects are empty of inherent existence. Like you are having very scary, very serious, scary dream. You scared, right? That moment you remember, I'm just dreaming. Then the scary is going to disappear. So now it's kind of very talking about a very critical moment. So please chant. So that means generally we need always the practice to purify the negative karma. The best antidotes, purifying negative karma is bodhicitta. The best way to accumulate merit, if we really wish to gather such as lots of powerful merit, positive action, the best is practice bodhicitta. Then before we die, few weeks, few months, few weeks, few days, even though you are in a very critical condition, don't worry about your sickness and disease. Please don't worry about your belongings. We need to focus, our daily practice, particularly practice bodhicitta. Practicing bodhicitta can purify all the negative karmas. 33. The untouchable Lord of the death has not for thing to be done or undone, whether I am sick or healthy. Just feeling like the spirit is unstable. Now, here, if you, many of you, study Lamrim, here you need to meditate on the 9 reasons of the death. Simply, if you don't know, you haven't studied Lamrim, simply you think generally the death is uncertainty. Death will come, but not uncertainty. Therefore, we cannot say, please wait, I haven't done things. You cannot say, now I can go, I have done. Also, we should not think I can live another few weeks or few months or few years because I'm healthy. We cannot think I'm going to die very soon because I am very sick, I'm very unhealthy. It can be happen, healthy, unhealthy, sick person who are not sick. Therefore, life is, fleeting lifespan is unstable. Lifespan, our life is very unstable. Right? So, every day we need to remember impermanence, particularly remember death. When you always remember the death, it reduces your attachment, it reduces your anger. When you remember your death, death can become anytime. When you have a little bit anger for someone, immediately you're going to think there's no point into arouse anger to someone. When you remember the death, you're going to remember there's no point to, attach my mind to someone or something. 34. Then, yeah. Yeah. When you go through this stanza, you think it's a very truth, very practical. Leaving all, I must depart alone. Yet, through not having understand this, what I not understand, living alone. I don't, until today, I don't remember, I don't think about I living alone. Until today, I don't think about I have to leave everything behind me. Right? We don't think this thing. Therefore, I committed the various kinds of wrongdoing for the sake of my friends and foes. So here we need to think through different ways, general and particular. Generally, as a human being, what we need a food, simple house. And when you have a simple food and house, you can survive. Think about all the animals like elephants or tiger who live in the forest. You can see when the tiger is very hungry, they're going to kill it until they fulfill their stomach. When they are fully in the stomach is fully filled, you cannot see they're really killing more. Right? But we human beings, we already have enough food for 1 year. Still, we're accumulating a lot of food. Generally, yes, as a human being, what we need a food, we need a shelter, and we need like a medicine when we are sick. It's a general. Particularly for this time, living in Singapore, just having a HTV, having like a food is not enough. You need so many things. No choice. No choice. You need the money to pay the electricity bill, water bill, your income tax. You need so many things. But we must put effort. How much we need. We must collect how much we need. But we are collecting more than what we need, right? So when we live, no matter how much you have a more, you have a little, we have to leave behind. We have to leave everything behind. Then when you live, when we live, when I live, can I live with my friend? Ask your friend, can you go with me? Friend said, no. Right? I'm too young. Or I have to do so much, I'm not going with you. Even though you ask your teacher, can you go with me? Teacher said, no, I will be very busy. I still need to teach Dharma. Nobody going with us. we have seen, right? We have to go alone. Except what? The karma. The karmas, positive or negative or karma, like you and your shadow, always with you, alone. But without knowing this reality, we or I committed the various kinds of wrongdoing. For the sake of my friends and foes, friend means, the relatives, or friends include relatives, include friends. Because in Tibetan word we have a nyen, so they translate the friends, the relatives and friends. You can, if you remember, you try to remember how many kind of negative action we have taken, we have acted to benefit our friends, relatives. How many negative action we engage into harm our enemies, right? Many of you think, surely you think, oh, I'm okay, I can survive. I have a little saving, I have a HDV. I know I can survive, I don't need any more. But you are worried about your families. You are worried about your children. Not only about your children, you are worried about the children's children. So you are worried about next few generations. Therefore, we accumulate lots of negative karma, mainly thinking benefit for others. Right? So sometimes I really feel it's very interesting. In a way, also is there's a good reason. Sometimes I can see, one mommy, pulling trolley, the baby in the trolley, the mommy pulling the trolley. Or I can see, oh, this baby must be a boy. This baby must be a girl. How we know? If the baby is girl, mostly the mother have to pull the trolley. Or the baby is boy, you can see the mother plus the parents also in playing with the baby, carrying the baby. Because for them, they're not just thinking their own kind of benefits. That they're trying to do a lot of benefit. They're trying to do so many things to benefit for the baby. Then their next generations. So someday we have a different mindset. Somebody has a boy baby, very happy. Somebody has a girl baby, the baby is very girl, they are not so happy or very neutral. Right? So this is our mindset. So what you are saying, stanza number 34, somehow I have committed various types of karma. Almost 80% the karma I accumulated, the negative karma accumulated, mainly to benefit my relatives and friends, to harm for my enemies. Now when you reflect in your mind what you have a negative karma, all the negative karma you own, right? Stanza number 35. My foes will become nothing. My friend will become nothing. I too will become nothing. Likewise, all become nothing. 36. Just like a dream experience, whatever thing I enjoy will become memory. Whatever has passed will not be seen. So then sometimes we feel a little bit kind of very upset. Yes, I have committed a lot of negative karma to benefit my relatives. When you reflect all your relatives and friends, they have gone. Also in the past we have committed a lot of negative karma to harm to your foes. When you reflect, the enemy has gone. Yes, many of us still have angry. The person he died a few years ago, few months ago, few weeks ago. Still you have still hold the anger, right? You still hold the anger. My friend has gone, enemy has gone. Also, not only that, I too, one day also I have to leave. Likewise, all will become nothing. Think about today, right? This morning, when you reflect, yesterday has gone, last year has gone. You cannot see yesterday. Today we cannot see yesterday. But the karma is still with us, right with us. Just like a dream experience, whatever thing I enjoy will become a memory. Whatever has passed will not be seen. Yeah, therefore, when you think about your enemy in the past, it's in your mind. The memory is there. When you think about your parents, grandparents, ancestor, the memory is only with you. Everything has gone. Not only the memory, the karmas are still with you. Whatever has passed will not be seen again. Stanza number 37. The chant. Remain ahead for me. Even within this brief life, sometimes we think, oh, like life is very long. Even though you live 100 years, we think, oh, life is so long. Right? Life is so long. So if you have some knowledge about the cosmology, the earth where we were born, how old it is a billions of billions years old. Our life is only like 100 years, it's just a short moment. When you compare your house, when we compare our whole world with other planets, our world is so small, a part of the galaxy, right? Then our body, we think I'm very strong. My body is very big. Actually, our body is like a small, tiny particle. Our world, particularly your house, is a very, very tiny particles. Then our life, even the 100 years, let's say you're going to live 200 years, the life is too short moment compared with the age of the universe. When you think this way, you really have a sense of pride over your body, sense of pride over your house. We shouldn't have a sense of pride over our universe. It's too tiny, too small, too fragile. But we have a lot of sense of pride. A brief life is really brief. Even though I'm, 63 years old, around 62, 63 years, when I reflect, past 62, it's not like it's just short moment, right? Just short moment. It's too short. 2025 is almost going to be ended, and we are very almost end of the 2025. How we passed the 1 year? Look, one blink, finish. 26 come. The first day of the 2026, near almost to the 2026 is finished. It's too short. Therefore, life, even within this brief life, life is so short. Many friends and foes have passed. We have seen many of our friends pass away. Many enemies pass away. But here we have a very serious kind of obstacle here. When we attend the 4 days, what do you call? People pass away, you do the 4 days back, 4 days or 3 days or 1 day back. We go there, we can see the bodies on the coffin, in the coffin with a beautiful makeup, put beautiful cloth, maybe little bit jewelry. But we never think I can be like this any day. Have you think? We think, oh, he passed away because he was sick. She passed away because she's very old. I'm not going to pass away another few years, right? You never think. Therefore, when you go around, when you say somebody doing the work 1 day or two, you can see HTV very easy to see, right? They put the tan. You must remember, oh, this person passed away. You do some prayers, chant, do dedication. But you don't have to do like this. Just do chanting your mind. Directly narrate the person who passed away. No matter Buddhist, non-Buddhist, even though you don't know. You don't know the person, still you have the connection with the person, right? Maybe the person used to be work for the purifying the water, PUB. You got a lot of clean water through his effort. Maybe the person used to be bus driver. Maybe he or she drive us around Singapore. We don't know, but still indirectly or directly, we have a connection with the person. Therefore, have a good reason to do dedication. Not only do dedication, remember, person has gone. So, surely I will go. But in matter of timing, right? Timing. So, therefore, how you practice Dharma every moment, everywhere. Gone. But whatever unbearable wrongdoing I committed for them, remaining ahead with me. Now you feel very, like upset. I have done all this thing to benefit my friends or relatives, and I have done this for harm for my enemy. Everybody has gone, but the karma is with you. It's look like, remember when you deposit your money in bank, the cash has gone. What do you have? You have the receipt. You have the receipt. When you show the receipt, right, the paper to the bank give you cash. Likewise, all the action is finished. All the people has passed away. Still you have the kind of the receipt, accumulating negative karma. When you have the receipt, you need to go through the experience of sufferings. That means we have done so many things to benefit others. At the same time, we accumulate all the negative karma. But last, at the end, I need to experience, I need to go through all the, experience of the negative karma. It's kind of little bit, you feel very unfair, right? You feel very unfair. Remain ahead for me. 38. Therefore, through not having realized that I shall be finished, I committed so much wrong out of ignorance, loss, and hatred. 39. Yes, remaining thereby through not having realized that I shall suddenly vanish. Suddenly vanish. I committed so much wrong out of ignorance, lust, and hatred. So when we reflect our own negative action, yes, we realize I committed negative karma because of ignorance, because of the attachment, because of the hatred. Right? At the same time, we need to remember when people have a very uh, kind of unpleasant reaction on you, unpleasant kind of verbal action, negative mental action, but we immediately think the person is very bad. Let's say you are walking on the street. Some person is very angry about something. He or she is very angry. So you little bit bump the person on the roadside. The person going to shout on you. The person going to say so many bad things on you, about you, on you. How do you feel? You feel upset. You feel angry. You never thought, oh, this person shouting on me because of the anger. What Shanideva said, we should not criticize the person, the being. We must criticize the negative thoughts. That moment, instead of getting anger, you must feel sorry for the person because the person is totally out of control, right? Ignorance, then attachment or lust and hatred. Also, you can see many of your friends or some of your friends have everything, more than enough clothes and shoes and everything. Still, the person needs more from you. The person asking more from you. How do you feel? You feel kind of very annoying because he or she has already have enough clothes. The person is asking clothes from you. That time you should not think the person is best or bad because of the attachment or lust. Also hatred. Different people has different level of negative thoughts. Some people generally very angry person. The person hates everybody, right? Everybody. Then also you feel, oh, this person is he or she is very bad. Always, kind of fighting with me, argue with me, not happy with me, because we thought because of the person, not because of the hatred. Also here, I think in the past I already explained you, we say the person is very short temper. The person is always, angry person. This one we need to study a little bit about the person. The person is very naturally angry person, Other person has a imbalance kind of, four elements. When our body, our four elements become imbalanced, right? The four elements become imbalanced, then the air energy is running so strongly our body that you look like the person is always angry. Actually, no. The person's body becomes very imbalanced. So this thing we have to look very closely, we have to study. Also ourselves, we ourselves, sometimes you feel, oh, what happened last few days? I'm very angry. I'm very angry. Also you need to study, am I really angry or something wrong with my body? Most of the case, you can feel my body become very imbalanced. So when you take different food, it can reduce, that imbalance become balance. Then you feel, I'm okay. For example, most of you taking lunch maybe 12:30, 1 o'clock, 12 to 1 p.m., right? So somehow one day you haven't had the lunch 1 o'clock, 1:30, what happened? You really bit angry. Actually, you are not getting angry because the wind energy becomes strong. After you eating lunch, you feel relaxed, right? Because that means you balance the four elements. So we should not mix up, having imbalance in four elements, also getting anger. Okay, next one. Remaining neither day or night. Life is always slipping by and never getting any longer. Why would death not come to one like me? Right? Remaining neither day nor night. Life is always slipping, right? Slipping. So when you meditate on impermanence, is really, we every momentarily we are moving towards where? Death. Without stopping. If there's a way, okay, my life can be changed during the daytime, nighttime, my body cannot be changed. There's such no way. Imagine, everybody, the 6, 7 billion or 8 billion people, everybody like moving towards end of this life. It's scary. But so when we meditate impermanence, we don't care the house is impermanent or not. We must meditate on our own impermanence, our own death. Always slipping by and never getting any longer. Why would death not come to one like me? Then you should think surely that the death will come for me. Because the life is moving so fast. And never getting any longer. What do you think? The life can be make longer, make shorter? What do you think? And never getting any longer. So this is you need to know some kind of view from different schools. If the life is not getting longer, then why we offer the long life prayers? Why we do long life prayer for the gurus? This is somebody life is already lived 80 years, then we make a prayer to live 90 years. What is the point? Right? Here we need to know, let's say, the guru or your own guru can be two types. One guru has a freedom to live longer. Not only live longer, he has a free to make a life shorter. He has a kind of freedom, right? Freedom to live longer, freedom to live shorter. So this is the case that we can make a request to the guru, live longer. The normal, when we make a request to the guru, live longer, the guru cannot live longer. The guru doesn't have the freedom to live longer life. Also, from one of the school, they said the lifespan cannot expand. One from the point of view from one school say yes, the life can be expand. There's a two different view from different schools, right? Then how usually we die? Sometimes we die because the lifespan is end. Not only the lifespan is end, at the same time, our karma, the positive karma is fully exhausted. We cannot live any longer. Both is exhausted. The lifespan is end, reach to the end, the positive karma is exhausted. We cannot live any longer. Sometimes you can see the lifespan is totally end. The person still can live due to the power of positive karma. The lifespan is can almost end, still can live because of the power of the positive karma. Somebody, the lifespan is still there, still can be lived with another 4 or 5 years, but the karma is exhausted. The person cannot live anymore. So therefore, there's many different ways, ending the life. Sometimes the life is end because the lifespan is end. Sometimes the lifespan is not end, the positive karma is exhaust. Sometimes is both. No karma on me, right? So while I'm lying in bed, now you can see the life we negative karma, go through our own experience. The life is never getting longer. A death is come. Please read 40. Lying in bed, although surrounded by my friends and relatives, the feeling of life being sucked will experienced by me alone. Right? So while say we are sick or we are even somehow a little bit feel very uncomfortable, you are on the bed. Then although surrounded by my friends, our friends and relatives, the feeling of life being sucked will be experienced by me alone. So moment of the death. There's two death. One is the grosser death. Second is the subtle death. Means when you see somebody, the body become very cold. There's no any movement, any part of the body. That means the growth that is end. Still, the person living with a subtle life. So he's talking about during the gross death. Now, how do you feel? I'm living, lying on bed, although surrounded by my friends and relatives. The feeling of life being sucked will be experienced by me alone. How do you feel? Right? So you are in the bed, all the friends and family are around you, doctor, nurses are there. The death experience, whatever experience you are experiencing is experience only you, right? For example, when you are very sick, you have a strong kind of stroke headache, very serious headache. Your friends offering water, giving medicine, helping you, they can just help you, support you. They cannot share your headache. Cannot. Likewise, when we are dying, everything we have to go through our own experience. The suffering, also our own experience. The practice of Dharma, also our own experience. Nobody can add practice on us. Everything depends on us. Friends, no use. Relatives, no use. Teacher or guru also, that moment, no use. Sutta number 41. When silenced by the messenger of the death, what benefit will friend and relatives afford? My merit alone shall protect me then, but upon that I have never relied. So when silenced by the messenger of the death, the messenger of death of no should not think the external kind of messenger will come asking you to live. Your own karma manifests of the death of the messenger. Also, we should not think hell is kind of different kind of area we can go. Your own negative karma manifests as the hell. Our own negative karma manifests as the being who torture in the hell being. Everything manifests from your own negative karma. So when says by the message of the death, what benefit will friends and relatives afford? No. Only rather, my merit only shall protect me then, but upon that I have never relied. That means that time you feel it's too late. My friends or my relatives, cannot protect me, cannot help me free from the suffering of the death. Suddenly you remember, you realize, yes, the positive karmas, the powerful positive karma can protect me, but I haven't done it. You feel it's too late. Never relate. Now page number 42. 42, please chant. O protector, I so unconcerned, unaware of such a terror, great deal of negative action for the sake of this transcendent life. Please chant until the 47. Verified in this presence, today bring me to the return to chamber, for the dry mouth and dreadful skinny eyes, is entered the appearance of traffic. What need to mention the tremendous spirit, mistaken with the desires of the great panic, being casted by the physical form of the faithful messenger of the dead, who can afford me great protection from this great horror, with the terrified, bewildered eyes gaped. I shall search in every direction of the refuge. Upon seeing no refuge anywhere, I shall become enveloped in the gloom. If there should be no protection, then that one shall be able to do. Right now, this part, stanza number 46. First, kind of have a strong regret about committing negative karmas. The second part is kind of you realize I'm going to go through all the sufferings and difficulties. Third, you're looking a protector. You're looking a refuge who can give you refuge. Your refuge. You're looking at refuge. Then now you are become more serious. Somehow you 100% sure you are living. Your negative karma is so tense, is so powerful. Also, you are going through a lot of sufferings. Now you are looking at protections. You are looking around. You know friends and family, doctors, nurses, your belongings all become kind of useless that moment. Now still you looking at protections. One is the powerful merit you haven't done. Now you're looking, other kind of Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. You're looking in 10 direction. You cannot see them because of the negative karma. Then you become very, very hopeless. But then stanza number 47 until the 53. Okay, here we no need to read. I just let you know 47 through until 53, right? These are the actual prayers, actual purification, purify the negative karma. This means first we realize with the knowing, without knowing, based of ignorance or attachment and anger, I accumulate negative karmas. All the negative karma I have accumulated, I have committed, only myself have to experience general. Then slowly you reflect about the dying moment. Then you feel so distressed, you feel so hopeless. And that moment suddenly you need to remember these prayers. So according to Tibetan practice, like we do the 37 Buddha's prayers. At the end, also we chant these verses for purifications. Now stanza number 54 is is this one you can relate your daily life. 54. You need to complete with the doctor advice when fattened by common illness. How much more so when particular disease by the manifold desire and so forth. So now is kind of advice, right? So Shantideva, he reflect on the karma, result of the karma. Also, he strongly, sincerely do the prayer for purification. Then at the same time, he thought practicing dharma is very serious. It have to be very serious. The first two lines, right? If I need to complete with a doctor advice, that advice, when the fattened by the common illness. Yes, that when you have a serious illness, we seriously follow the doctor advice. That advice. Why? We know if I don't follow exactly the doctor, advice and prescription, I cannot be free from the illness. What happened? If I'm not free from the illness, I'm going to die much earlier than the normal. You feel it's very serious. Here remember, doctor. In Dharma practice, who is the doctor? All the Buddhas are the doctor. Which one the medicine? Dharma is the medicine. Right? So here, what is the illness? What are the illness? By manifold agitation of desire and so forth, illness of ignorance, attachment, desire, anger, all the negative thoughts are all illness. So now you ask yourself this question: do I seriously, complete the advice of the Buddhas? Do I seriously follow the advice of the Buddhas? Do I seriously follow the instruction of Buddha's teaching, or instruction of the Buddhas? Do I seriously take the medicine every day, every moment? No. Yes, the answer is no, right? We don't seriously follow the Buddha's advice. We don't think the illness of ignorance, attachment, anger are serious. We don't think. Also, we don't follow the instruction of the Buddha teaching, instruction of the Buddhas. Right? So, since today, some of you seriously follow the Buddha teaching, Buddha's advice, very good. If you are, not so serious, since today you have to be more serious about following of the Buddha's advice, taking the medicine, taking the Dharma's medicine every moment. Think about, serious about the illness of attachment, anger, and hatred. So you must change your mindset. 55. Other medicine to cure them is to be found elsewhere in the universe. Now is explaining, how the negative thoughts are serious. Ignorance, attachment, anger are very serious kind of illness, very serious kind of disease. And if all people living on this earth can be overcome by just one of these, and if not, no other medicine to cure them is to be found elsewhere in the universe. It's very true, right? If all people living on the earth can be overcome by just one of these, and if no other medicine to cure them, and you to be found elsewhere in the universe. If people living on the earth can be overcome. These are the little bit different. The jiji examine and maybe me will love chena. This look like for me, according to Tibetan, okay? If all people living on this earth can be destroyed by just one of these, not overcome, can be overcome, can be destroyed by just one of these, and if no other medicine to cure them is to be found elsewhere in this universe. Now he's talking about the seriousness of the negative thoughts, for example, ignorance. Just one ignorance can be destroyed the whole people, whole universe. Just one attachment can destroy the whole world. Right? Now you can see around us. I'm not going to name particularly, someone have a very strong attachment to their power and the position. They don't let it go. The person want to hold the position, the power for forever. Then the person what they do. You can see, for example, First World War, Second World War, how much destruction were there, how many people were killed, maybe because of the ignorance, because of the attachment, because of the anger, right? So therefore, you should not think, I cannot be like that. We never know. Next lifetime you become, kind of one of the powerful person, you have a strong attachment, then you're going to kill many people. So you're going to destroy your neighbors. You're going to destroy, rest of the, kind of nations, country, because you want to possess the position, right? So there's no any other medicine to cure, anger, attachment, desire, any of the negative karma found is to be found elsewhere in the universe, right? Yes, but only the Dharma, the medicine of Dharma, can be cure ignorance, anger, attachment. So yes, in general we are very simple, ordinary beings, right? But we have ignorance. The ignorant can be cured only the Dharma medicine. Anger can be controlled or be cured by Dharma, medicine of Dharma. Dharma medicine or medicine of Dharma. Mean practice Dharma can be cured ignorance, nothing else. Practice Dharma can be cured anger, attachment, nothing else. You cannot find any medicine can be cured ignorance except the Dharma. Right? Then here you can raise a question in your mind, how the Dharma can cure ignorance? Because, I have I have the book, this book and this book, I have maybe 20, 30, 100 books around me. I have a lot of dharmas. How the dharma can cure my ignorance? Right? Even though you sleep with the dharma books, you can see I cannot cure my ignorance. How ignorance can be cured by dharma? How? Huh? What does it practice? Study. Then
practice is body, speech, and mind.
How? Okay, here I tell you the jogging story, the jog story in Tibet. I tell a few times in the past. There was a Tibetan soldier. Remember the story? He forgot his gun. He lost his gun. Then he came to the army camp. Officer asked, "Where's your gun?" "Oh, I forgot my gun where I pee." "Where did you pee?" "Where did you pee?" "I pee where I forgot the gun." Just repeating that. Like most we say, yeah, Dharma, what does mean Dharma? Practice Dharma. What does mean practice Dharma? Again, we can say it's kind of just going around. Right? It's same for us. How ignorant can be cured through Dharma? In order to cure the particular ignorance, we need particular Dharma. In order to cure the illness of attachment, we need particular Dharma. Same. Remember how many Buddha teaching we have? 80,000, 84,000. 84,000 Buddha teachings. 84,000 teaching Buddha have to teach because we have 84,000 negative thoughts. That means we need only 84,000 medicine to cure 84,000 negative thoughts, right? Now we think about how we can cure ignorance. Let's say every moment, in every day you seriously practice bodhicitta, you are bodhisattva. Yes, through practicing bodhicitta, the bodhicitta can be cured anger and hatred, not ignorance. Clear? Not ignorance. So you are very intelligent. When you are very intelligent, somehow you understood, you realize emptiness. Through this, realization, you can cure ignorance as well as you can cure attachment, anger, everything. Therefore, through study, means getting knowledge, getting idea, what does mean emptiness, how things exist, right? Then you are very serious about emptiness. Then through your study, or through listening, teaching from your teacher, somehow you realize emptiness. Realizing emptiness, there is a wisdom, is totally opposite of the ignorance. Now you can see when you realize emptiness, you're going to understand the ignorance is mistaken mind. Then likewise, how we can cure, how anger can be cured, because through practice of compassion, bodhicitta. This one you can do, experiment yourself. Let's say some of you are not happy with Mr. A or Mrs. B. You have a few enemies. Within the few, you must target the most, pure enemy. You really feel very angry. Then, since today, you must think he or she, the Mr. A is my enemy. How he become my enemy? Mostly, he used to be your friend or best friend. When you are friend with Mr. A, you have a good kind of relationship. You benefit each other. With a little thing, Mr. A become your enemy. So, holding Mr. A as your enemy, you hold Mr. A as an enemy in your heart. Right? Since you hold Mr. A as your enemy, how do you feel? Do you feel happy? No. You feel you are very unhappy. This unhappiness is really affect to your enemy? No. Your enemy is maybe just enjoying somewhere, having nice lunch or dinner, playing with a friend. He has a nice life. Or you are in suffering because you hold Mr. A as your enemy. Therefore, holding anger in your heart first harm you, right? Harm you. Then the anger become more stronger. Then indirectly harm the people who live around you. Then your neighbors. Slowly, whole your life become, in misery. Then you think it's no point to hold him as my enemy. I must change. I must switch my mind. Since today, I hold Mr. A as my friends. You gradually, very smart way, you practice love and compassion towards whom? Mr. A, no Mrs. B. Do you angry with Mr. A? Practicing, love and compassion, Mrs. B, it doesn't work. Then within 1 day, 2 days, you can feel very calm. That means applying Dharma, now you feel gradually curing the sickness of anger. It's like something, okay? Practicing Dharma, you should not think it's very complicated. It's very simple. Practicing Dharma is very simple. We ourselves make it very complicated, complex. It becomes very complex because you bought so many from shopping mall. You bought clothes and shoes and food and gifts. So many things you bought from the shopping mall. Everything you put together in your house. Then you really don't know, how to segregate. Too many things there. You never put in order, right? Therefore, we got so many knowledge. We receive so many teachings from different teacher, different master. You read a lot of books. Your mind is full of confusion. Your mind is full of confusions. So therefore, when we practice Dharma, it becomes very complex. Therefore, each negative karma or each negative thoughts have a different antidotes. They have therefore here saying what stanza number what? The found else where in the universe. That means you must think that Dharma is the only one can be cured the ignorance, anger, attachment. Stanza number 56. Okay, 56, right? Okay, Chandrasekhar, 56. Stanza number 56, we are saying, we have to be very aware, very alert, our practice. Stanza number 56, right? Dipastapa 56, 56. Yeah. Then the intention not to act in accordance with the advice of the all-knowing physicians. So all the Buddhas are, like all-knowing physician that can uproot every misery, is extremely bewildered and worthy of scorn. So that time also we must feel very regret, because until today our mind and Dharma is totally different directions, right? Different directions. Also until today, the Dharma and our mind is totally opposite. What Buddha says, we don't follow according to his teachings. What Buddha said you should do, we never do it. What Buddha said you should not do it, we always do it. It's become totally opposite. We don't really, listen the all-knowing physicians. Actually, if we follow his teachings, his advice, we can uproot every miseries. Most of us, all of us, we sincerely did follow his teaching for last, 2 or 1 years. We already become very different. You compare, this year, last year, 2023, 22, 21, 19, 18, look like we are almost same. One day you become bit better, next day you become worse again. We like going up and down. We never go up. Still look like we are going down and down, more down. Because we are not seriously follow his teachings. So since today, I said, you keep this book with your main practice and seriously follow this teaching. 57. Need to be careful near a simple ordinary, then how much more near of the deep duration, the drop of the 1,000 miles, right? So when we walk around, we walk very carefully. Make sure I'm not going to fall over. Make sure I'm not going to fall down. Make sure nobody, step on me. We have to be very careful. Because if you walk carefully, walk carelessly, what happens? We're going to fall over. How deep you going to fall over? Maybe 2 feet, 3 feet, 10, 20 feet. Let's say 100 feet you fall down in 100 feet. Then maybe someone will, save you. Right? There's the rescue people will come, they will save us. If you fall into lower realms, how many years? The duration is very, very long. Also, normally when we walk around, we always walk carefully. Therefore, in our daily life, we always very careful of every actions. Make sure this action not act for accumulating negative karmas. So that means it's teaching us you always careful with your actions. Careful your actions. Many cases, we already speak, loudly, using bad words due to the anger. Then what happened? After a few hours, we feel regret. Because we never be careful of our actions. Therefore, he's saying, in normal life, we walk carefully, make sure we're not going to fall, in the somewhere. Then, if you are very, scared about falling, little bit down, then you have to be very careful your daily action. Make sure you are not going to fall into lower realms. Stanza number where? Now 58. It is impossible to enjoy myself, thinking that today alone I shall not die, for inevitable the time will come when I shall become nothing. Right? Therefore, it is inappropriate to enjoy my life. So here you should not think, I'm practicing Dharma, I practice Bodhicitta, I should not enjoy my life. What does it mean? You should not, it is inappropriate to enjoy your life with a nonsense thing. If you really know how to practice Dharma, you can have a very peaceful, happy, enjoy life. You can imagine Shantideva, he was practicing bodhicitta for almost 24 hours. His life is very peaceful and happy and joyful life. What he is saying, without remembering the Dharma, without remembering the death, we just enjoying our life with the, meaningless things. Come when I shall become nothing. 59. Who can grant me fairness? How can be surely free from this? If shall inevitable become nothing, how can relax and enjoy myself? Now you are asking a question, right? Who can grant me fearless? Who can? You can say Buddha, Dharma, Sangha, particularly the Dharma. Dharma. Then who can I be surely free from this? Yes, again, the Dharma, particularly Bodhicitta. If I shall inevitable become nothing, how can I relax and enjoy myself? 60. What remains with me now from the tormented experience of the past is through my great attachment to them. I've been going against the spiritual master's advice. So this is question 61. Having departed from this life, and for all my friends and relatives, if all alone I must go elsewhere, what the use for making friends and enemies? But it doesn't mean you no need friends. It doesn't mean you no need relatives. But it's saying you should not have an attachment to your friends, no attachment to your relatives. Also, sometimes yes, we feel I need friends. I need to make someone my friends. So if you have an attachment to your relatives and friends, it makes bring a lot of sufferings. Also, what is the use for making friends and enemy, right? So, should not have a sense of attachment towards your friends, should not have a sense of attachment to your enemy. You always look equal, your enemies and friends. Practice equanimity, then practice pure love and compassion. 62. How can we surely free from the unwholesomeness and source of misery? Continuously inside a day, I should only consider these. Stanza number 62, right? 62. Maybe 62. Maybe 63. Yeah, 63. Whatever has been done by me through the ignorance and unknowing, be it the breaking of vows or the disc of the natural wrong. So here, whatever has been, so this one I think 62. How can I be surely freed from unwholesomeness and the source of misery? Continuously, night and day, I should only consider this. Consider what? Consider what? So here, how can I be surely free from the unwholesomeness, also source of misery? And continuously, night and day, I should only consider this, consider oh yeah, you always consider how I can be surely free. You always consider how can be surely free. You can be surely free if you purify your negative karmas. Make sure you are not engaged into unwholesome actions. Then 63 is whatever has been done by me through ignorance and unknowing, be it the breaking of a vow or a dish of natural wrong. Now, so here you need to know only the differences between this one. Breaking of vow, or the dish by natural wrong. Right? So when we say I I committed negative action, negative karma, there's only two different ways, only two ways. As a Buddhist, most of us taking the uh, refuge vows, taking refuge, that you have a commitments. I'm going to take refuge to the Buddha. But at the same time, sometimes we take refuge to the, non-transcendent God. That also we are committing negative karmas. This not natural one is against the vows. Also, we have taken refuge to the Dharma. Since we have taken refuge to the Dharma, at the same time, sometimes we take, refuge to the non-transcendent Dharma. Also, Sangha. Also, you have taken the Bodhisattva's vows, Bodhisattva vows. When you have a self-centered attitude, you are committing the negative karma because against the vows. That is based on your commitments, based on your vows. Next, let's say you killed an insect, you killed a fish. Then also we accumulate negative karma. But this cumulative negative karma not depends on you are having vow or not. Because naturally you accumulate negative karma naturally. Then taking alcohol. Also there's two different views from different schools. Some schools say drinking alcohol is naturally negative actions. Some schools say no, it's neither negative nor positive. Just taking alcohol is not considered as a negative actions. Right? So if you had taken the vows, Bodhisattva vows, Tantrayana vows, layperson, precept, so then we have to be very careful when we engage in actions. 64. I humbly confess it all in the presence of the protectors, beforehand prostrating myself again and again, my mind terrifying from the miseries. 65. I beseech all the God of the world to please accept my transgressions wrong, since these are not good. In the future I shall do them no more. The last, sentence is very important. Yes, we usually do the confession, we do prostration, we make offering, we do, bodhisattva practice for purifying negative karmas. But so difficult, we are so scared to say, I'm not going to, in the future I shall do them no more. It's so difficult. Right? So simply what he already said, remember me very clearly. The two, advice, of course all advice is very important for me, particularly the two advice really stick in my mind. He said, as a human being, it's so difficult to make a commitment to say, I'm not going to do any negative action until I'm died. It's too difficult. Whole year, too difficult. 1 month, also you feel very difficult. Then why not we simply say, this morning? You can say, this morning. Since you wake up until lunchtime you say, I'm not going to do any negative action, physically, mentally, verbally, we can do, right? For afternoon. After having had lunch, oh, very good. This morning I didn't commit, any negative action. I try until dinner, right? Yes, you try until dinner. You feel, why, so good. Morning, no negative karma. Afternoon, no negative karma. You should think, I try until my bedtime. Then one day pass through, not having any negative karmas. Now, verbally, physically, action is so kind of easy to restrain. Mentally, we have to be very careful. Then one day you totally has gone through, only positive action. Then why not you try tomorrow? This really, hit my mind. Then another Tibetan master says, somebody punch you, how do you feel? On the roadside, somebody punch you, how do you feel? Anger. You angry. You feel so, angry. You feel very unhappy because you said a person did punch me. Then he suddenly said, you must think, oh, really thank you, you just punched me, you didn't kill me. You said, oh, thank you, you just punched me, you don't kill me. You didn't break my hand and leg. Then a punching you can take as a positive. You must, oh, it's good, he just punched me, didn't break my hands and leg. Somebody punch you, break your hands and leg, what do you say? What do you think? Oh, I can fix my hands and leg. He or she didn't kill me, still good. That means how you can be positive. Right? Okay, next stanza is finished, right? Next, I will urge all of you to finish the acceptance of the awakening mind. It's not only 3 pages. So next class, so we're going to, I try to complete the chapter number 3. In the chapter number 3 include the 3 practices, 3 7-limb practice. Okay, so it's almost 12, so we can have a time for Q&A. So please feel free to ask question. If there is anything I need to clarify, please let me know. This is not your notebook, please. I told in the past. Can I see your book is full of notes? It's no good, huh? So please, we have the physical book. It's not that heavy, right? You can bring everywhere. You can have this physical books. When you have a free time, just read. Just open the books and must go through the few stanza. Also, this kind of, the medicine, kind of full of, it is a kind of bags with a full of medicine. When you feel anger for a long time, open the chapter about the patience. Also, open the chapter about bodhicitta. When you feel, a little bit, you have a strong pride, open a particular chapter. This book is like a full, bag or full of medicine. It's not that heavy. Then you can bring with you. Then if you don't understand, you will give a note in the separate books. If you're confused, you must have a note in the separate. You should not make a note on the book. It can a little bit disrespect. Okay? Any question? No question? Quite easy, right? Okay, please. It's okay.
Okay, earlier you mentioned about the imbalanced body, right?
4 elements.
Yes, the 4 elements. Is it due to imbalanced body? Then we have negative action or is it because of the mistaken mind or unbalanced mind? Which is, or they are separate from each other?
It's not really separate. Let's say the 4 elements in your body becomes imbalanced. Right? Then due to having imbalance of 4 elements, either you can arouse, attachment can be aroused, or anger can be aroused, ignorance can be aroused. When the air energy becomes so strong in your body, for you very easy to lose your temper. Look like very easy to get angry. Then through the anger, you can engage into negative action. You can say action come because of the negative thoughts. Negative thoughts arise because the imbalance of the four elements. Also, in having imbalance with the four elements is linked with the three sickness. Uh, the wind sickness, the jaundice, another one phlegm, jaundice, then one is wind, one is kind of back end. Yeah, people having kind of, anyway, the three elements linked with the three poison mind. Then due to the three poison mind, we have three different actions. There's this kind of link, right? For example, many people wants to eat lot of food. Still the stomach is full, still want to eat because a person got another elements in the body, one of the three. Then someday you can see the person always feel sleepy and feel laziness. Also is linked with the one of the imbalance of the four elements. Therefore, there's always therefore when according to the Tibetan uh, medicine, they check the pulse. After checking the pulse, they will realize, oh, this person having imbalance four elements, particularly imbalance three elements. Therefore, the person has a kind of problem with the anger. A person has a problem eating a lot of foods, or the person will feel laziness, sleepy. They check the pulse, connect with the four elements, particularly three. Then they check, oh, this person having anger so long time. The person having attachment so long time. The person having kind of strong ignorance for a long time. According to, they give a medicine to make a balance of the four elements. Then, when your four elements become balanced, gradually look like your negative thoughts also become little balanced, but cannot fully eliminate. But this one, when you open the medical books, you could learn this thing, but it's not important. Yeah? Okay.
But Krishna, we talk about what is behind. In this case, because of the four elements, we have that kind of physical or temperament that arises.
Mhm.
But what about in the mistaken mind, like we have the understanding of Dharma in terms of the wisdom? How does the mind, the mistaken mind, plays a part in having an imbalance?
Oh, this one not 100%. We cannot surely we cannot say because the mistaken mind, because of the ignorance, because the imbalance four elements. Imbalance four element can be triggered to have the mistaken mind. All the mistaken minds ignore attachment, not necessarily to trigger by the imbalance four elements. Generally, when your four elements become in balance, for you quite easy to arouse attachment, anger, ignorance. That means there's a trigger, they can arouse this thing. In order to arouse these three things, not necessary to have a depends on the imbalance mind. There's a cause, there's a result. This result not necessarily depends on the imbalance of the four elements, not necessary. Clear? Okay, any question? No more, right? I think I'm happy all of you fully understood the chapter number 2. The next, please, complete the chapter number 3, acceptance of the awakening mind. Its beginning is a lot of dedications. Then accepting the bodhicitta. Then again, little bit, talking about benefit of the bodhicitta. Okay, so at the end, we do dedication as usual. Particularly this day, we are having serious, natural disaster problem in Indonesia, maybe other parts of the world. Also, recently there's a serious fire breakout in Hong Kong. So this are we know, right? There's so many kind of destruction is happening around the world. So today, our all merit we accumulated this morning, we dedicate to free, all these people from the particular difficulties and sufferings. Second, we talk about the beneficial of bodhicitta. We dedicate all merit to able to practice the actual bodhicitta for every moment, every day, everywhere. Last, we dedicate the merit for world peace to benefit all sentient beings, particularly your friends and family and relatives. Chanjo Zenjo Rinpoche Maye Bana Yegyo Yewa Nyamba Meba One Gondo Dewa. Second we say, first we say Chanjo Semjo, right? Second we say Tonyi Tawa Rinpoche. Tonyi Tawa Rinpoche Maye Bana Yegyo Yewa Nyamba Meba One Gondo Dewa. Third, we must say Ngenjung Samba Rinpoche. Ngenjung Samba Rinpoche Maye Bana Yegyo Yewa Nyamba Meba Kone Gondo Dewa. Also the order, first we need to cultivate a renunciation. We must have a renunciation. After renunciation, then if you are a very intelligent person, you're going to try to realize emptiness. If you are not that intelligent person, the second you cultivate bodhicitta, then emptiness is the third. Realizing emptiness, bodhicitta doesn't have a exact order. It depends on the students. Okay, so thank you so much for attending the class. Have a happy weekend. Thank you. Thank you.